Hello, I'm Mr. Marius, and welcome to my channel where I talk about things to help you within your lives. Today's topic is neuroplasticity and your brain type. And what I've noticed on YouTube and most of everywhere is, or not most of everywhere, but the people that I watch, um, they talk mostly about your brain type and the different brain types, what it means for you, what routines work for you, what you don't like, what you do like, how much time it takes you to do things, certain things. But neuroplasticity, what is it? Well, it's what allows your brain to essentially evolve. And plasticity actually means the ability to change. So, neurons are so like fundamental to that because as you grow your neurons, they increase, they grow and grow. As you become an adult, they grow and grow. So let's say like your babies, for example, they learn a lot. They learn through the environment, they learn over time because they grow over time. And the same thing with growing also happens in your brain. So it, it's all dependent on your environment. And I think we can all agree that if you have the best environment, you have the best chance of, I don't know, becoming like a doctor or a scientist or a veterinarian, whatever field that you want to go down. Your environment plays a key role. So I want you to think then about IQ for a moment. So IQ, like I said, its environment. To put in perspective, let's say a boy were in a household where he lacked education, nutrition, then his IQ abilities would probably suffer. His neuroplasticity wouldn't be as evolved, and that's probably why many people struggle in school because you always, well, not many people, but most people who live in, let's say, like poverty, or they just don't have the best sufficient funds, they don't, they lack the education, they lack anything that normal people would have access to. So it just brings it down to neuroplasticity, and IQ plays a key role in the environment. So environment is crucial. So if you want a kid that makes it to Stanford, you're gonna need a magnificent environment. Like you need the no distractions, no books, like but yeah, that's what I mean. Environment so important. quite rainy today. As you can see outside. But that being said, I want to go into the second segment of this video, which is brain types. Brain types. What are they? Well, believe it or not, we have different ways of learning. We have different ways of comprehending things. So it just goes to show that our brains are different. I mean, I know this is a very like brought up saying, but Einstein's brain was quite different than everybody else's, and probably partly the reason why was because I don't know, it's like a myth or something that he had like a smaller brain or something, but that does go to show that brains are different, and IQ plasticity is what is the key factors, you know. Understanding your brain can actually lead you to better happiness. I know that sounds weird, but it can help your happiness long term, and also to help understand others, because once I understood my brain type, I actually understood why I did the things I did and why I get distracted more than the usual person, which is weird, but that's just how my brain works. It's not my fault. I can't learn the way that this other person did. Like, he studies for 12 hours straight with no breaks, and he I'm not saying I know that kind of person, but there are people out there that can study for a long periods of time without stopping. One key role to happiness is your diet. And I actually noticed that when I changed my diet, because people hear this a lot, but the diets today in American culture is not what we need. It is not what your brain needs. We did not have all these access to snacks and all this stuff and all this uh, junk food and soda and chips and anything, chocolate, you know, maybe chocolate, but we did not have this. Like, think about it, we did not have this like 100 years ago, which I hear a lot. We did not have that food 100 years ago. That's a saying many people say, but it's true. We did not have that stuff back then. There are actually supplements that you can take which can help your happiness, or in certain ways, if you're lacking those kind of nutrients. uh, there are kinds like saffron, curcumin, zinc, which can lead to happiness. One thing that I found kind of fascinating is giving your mind a name, which sounds weird when you say it out loud, but actually makes somewhat sense. I think that that can work in some aspect, because we always get caught up in thinking and overthinking, and maybe we can just come back, like mindfulness with meditation, and we can always come back to the breath. We can always come back to it. I think that's what it's trying to replicate. But just giving your mind a name allows yourself to view your thoughts so it does not control you. Purpose is another thing with happiness. We are purpose driven animals. We need purpose. And if we do not have that purpose, we're probably really sad. We're probably really depressed. Could be bringing you down. So by getting something like a sheet of paper, anything like a pen, pencil, and just write it down. How you might achieve this purpose and what might be holding you back. Like people. I knew that the only person that held me back from ever starting this YouTube channel was myself. And I kept telling myself I couldn't do it. I couldn't do this because I need a better camera. I need a better equipment. Like I can't do this right now. But I was lying to myself. That was what was holding me back. But now that I have mindfulness, now that I have mindfulness, I know that I can do this. It takes time. Things take time. Purpose takes time. I think that's so important to bring your mind back to mindfulness. But that about wraps up everything I wanted to talk about your neurons, your mind and body, different ways to achieve happiness through purpose, and your diet. But I just want to thank the majority of you who actually watch my videos because that is very important to me. You do not know how that important that is. But appreciate it. And if you could subscribe, that would be great because I am trying to reach 30 subscribers by October. That's my goal. So if you can help me with that, that'd be great. Okay. See you in the next video. Live optimally, not easy. Goodbye.